Oberon is defeated. The power of the Realm Scourge is overwhelming. Even with 2 rings at his command, Oberon is forced to retreat. The Realm Scourge shows no signs of pursuing, and disappears once more, just as it did after the massacre in Wizette. Meanwhile, near the village of Goga, Alim, Livial, and Katone ready themselves for battle. Their goal? To bring down Goga. At the Crystal Sanctum, Sadali finally succeeds in resurrecting Exia. But, unable to accept the heartless ways Sadali employs to achieve his goals, Exia leaves the Sanctum without indication as to her destination.
Well, well, what have we here? Where might you be off to at so late an hour?
I do not recall being told I required your permission to go anywhere.
Even if you do not count me as a friend, I at least assumed we were comrades. But worry not. I know what you are going through.
What could you possibly know?
Your sister, Princess Lucielle, is in the custody of the Sanctum. And you are none too happy about that. It seems I have hit the mark. In any case, I understand why you feel that way. So long as your older sister lives, you shall never take King Oberon's hand in marriage, nor make Ovis your own.
That is no concern of yours.
Lord Sadali is a most compassionate man. If you pledge your loyalty to him, he will most certainly act charitably towards you. You need but simply refrain from acting on any ill-conceived ideas.
You the one who needs a job done?
Yes, I am.
It takes all sorts. So, are you sure about this? This is your own sister we're talking about having assassinated here. The reason why the Sanctum keeps Lucielle alive is as an ace up their sleeve against Oberon, or so I've heard. Killing her would be rather treasonous in the eyes of your masters.
All I want to know is whether you shall take the job or not.
And if I refuse?
Then I would have to ensure you don't leak this little plan to anyone else.
Easy now, there's no need to get dramatic. Despite appearances, I'm somewhat of a coward, you know? But, truth be told, the actions of the Sanctum, or should I say Sadali, haven't exactly been all that impressive. That's why I kept my neck out of that war they waged against Rundal and Heindler.
So what did you do while that war was raging on?
I watched it all play out. and drew my own conclusion. Sadali's time as head of the Sanctum is over. He lives only for the sake of some woman called Exia, who he kept from crossing to the Great Beyond. The funny thing is this Exia decided not to stick around, and now Sadali is a pathetic, empty shell of the man he once was. The only ones left that still pledge their allegiance to him are Whisper and the rest of his Divine Guard, his Sanctum monks, and his misguided followers. Everyone with any skill to their name has left the Sanctum already.
And what about you? Are you intent on leaving as well?
Sooner or later, yeah. But it's a crying shame to let such a racket of that scale go to waste.
What then? You plan to seize control of the Sanctum for yourself?
The empty shell of a man that was once Sadali wouldn't be able to stop me.
But the Sanctum still has the people of Izog and all manner of mercenaries, do they not?
What did I just tell you? Anyone who could make a difference when push comes to stab has long left the Sanctum by now.
So all one needs is to prepare enough of a force to eliminate Whisper and the rest of the Divine Guard, then?
Yeah, that's about the sum of it. Who goes there?
What's his problem? Coming in sword first before even waiting for an answer?
And now he's playing dead. Not a bad performance, but you picked the wrong girls to pull it on.
You're good if you can see through that little trick of mine. All right. How about we do this the conventional way, then?
Jeez. You don't change, do you? You're still the same old scoundrel you were back then.
Back then? I thought your mug looked familiar. You used to work for Sadali. I remember seeing you come and go at the Sanctum. Your name's Sorrow, ain't it?
Don't call me that. I have a more suitable name now, and it's Luertha.
What is going on here? Was she originally a member of the Sanctum?
She used to be one of Sadali's Divine Guard.
Used to be. So you are not any longer?
Nope. I was sick and tired of Sadali, so I fled the grips of his church.
That's when she met up with me, and ever since then, we have been on the road together.
And you don't have any ties to the Sanctum?
None at all. I don't know about his eternal youth or whatever, but marrying a man only for him to live in good health forever sounds like hell to me.
Marrying?
It matters little whether it's the Sanctum or a kingdom. My methods are pretty much the same. Once their leader has fallen for me, I ensure they meet a quick and untimely fate. I am not interested in organizations or politics. All I care about is the Guild.
Ah, I remember who you are now. You were in Wizette, weren't you?
The plan was to lead Kuri astray and take Wazette from under his nose. But these things have a way of not working out.
What? Was that country too cold for you?
That was part of it, but I just could not stand being around that vile old man any longer. In fact, I was just discussing with Luartha here about finding a better kingdom to make our own this time.
Oh, is that so? Well, that's opportune timing, ain't it?
What is exactly?
I was planning on killing off Sottily and taking over the Sanctum. How about it? You want in?
Assailing the mighty Sanctum. That is an interesting prospect indeed.
So, looks like we've got ourselves some partners.
Fine by me. All I need from you is to dispose of Luciel for me. If you grant this one wish of mine, I shall do whatever I can for you.
All right then.
Okay, I really need to ask. Who is this woman again?
I am Shalza.
She's one of Ovis's princesses.
One of?
Well, to give you the lowdown,
Quite the tale.
Let me get this straight. Shalza, your only stake in this deal is us taking out Luciel for you.
Yes. All I wish is to have Ovis for myself.
And you promise not to turn around later and ask for a share of the spoils?
I have no need for them, nor do I have any interest in the Sanctum.
and it sounds like we have ourselves a deal.
What a horrific sight. I was told the Realm Scourge passed by this village before it appeared in front of us. But to think it could cause so much destruction to this place just by passing close by the area. This cannot happen again. It must be stopped.
King Mont, you shouldn't trouble yourself with a remote village such as ours.
Do not speak like that. We shall help rebuild your village. It is the least we can do.
You're too kind, Your Majesty.
How did the rest of your people fare?
Thank the gods, we escaped with but a few minor injuries.
I am glad to hear that, though it is but small consolation.
Your Majesty, this Realm Scourge. You are going to slay that monstrous menace, yes? In the blink of an eye, the thing destroyed what took us decades to build. So long as that thing prowls the lands, it won't be just our village. Other settlements will meet similar fates.
Yes, I understand. And I promise you, we shall see the monstrosity slain.
You have our gratitude, Your Majesty.
Schitzelt.
I heard that you were visiting here, so I followed after you. We received word that an enormous monster had appeared, and I simply could not stand by idly. I am here with Queen Mashari's blessing, of course.
And how is Mashari?
Her Highness appears awfully tired. However, she puts on a brave face in front of us.
Is that so?
If you'll excuse us, we'll be on our way now, Your Majesty.
But what a dreadful condition this place is in.
Indeed. And this is but the result of the Realm Scourge having merely passed close by the area. Once the Realm Scourge reawakens, tragedies like this will play out over and over again.
Do we stand a chance of beating it?
In all honesty, I know not. Even Oberon, with 2 rings at his command, met with a crushing defeat.
I heard the beast is covered in an impenetrable armor.
It appears so, I'm afraid. But I believe there might just be a way. If we can unite the powers of everyone across the whole of Ardra, then surely we will stand a chance.
But will merely throwing more and more soldiers at it really solve anything?
It will not.
Then what should we do?
I still believe unifying each and every nation is essential. If we share information on the Realm Scourge and assist each other when needed, then that would reduce the damage we all suffer, at the very least. Hopefully that will buy us time to find a way to penetrate the Realm Scourge's armor.
Does this unification of each and every nation include the likes of the Sanctum?
The power of Sodali and his followers should not be made light of. If at all possible, I would like their aid in this.
Then allow me to try and convince them.
Schitzelt. You wish to do this?
You do not think I am capable, Your Majesty?
No, not at all.
Mind if I tag along?
Lilith.
That shouldn't be a problem, right, Your Majesty?
It is just... I fear Sodali shall be quite hard to persuade.
Don't worry, I'm fully aware of that. I'm not expecting to be able to just drag him along kicking and screaming. That said...
What if we try members other than Sodali?
That's what I was thinking. If we can get others from the Sanctum to join our discussions on how to defeat the Realm Scourge, then...
That would be a step in the right direction, indeed. But can you do it?
Sodali still has many believers who revere him. Maybe we can open discussions with them on lending us a hand in order to save those believers.
That might just work.
Not bad, if I say so myself.
Then if we can just convince Oberon and Jaden's people as well.
Then let's waste no more time and head to the Sanctum.
Ready when you are.
Just make sure to take the utmost of care.
Oh, you know me.
Sister? How awful!
So this too is the Realm Scourge's doing.
Where are you going, sister?
The Realm Scourge crossed the Great River to the west of Wizette and entered Fennis. Then it came to Ovis by way of land.
Sister, what does that have to do with anything?
If one assumes that, having been enticed by the smell of bloodshed, the Realm Scourge traveled from Ovis to Fennis, then
Oh, I see now! This village is way off that course.
Exactly. The Realm Scourge came through these parts after its confrontation with Oberon.
it likely passed by this settlement in search of a place to rest.
Indeed.
Wait, you don't mean the Realm Scourge could be nearby?
That is a possibility. Considering this is Horn territory, there is no guarantee the Realm Scourge will not attack Horn Castle the next time it awakens.
Oh no!
In case that happens, we need to ensure preparations for Ma Cherie and her people to take refuge elsewhere are ready.
Yes, that goes without saying.
I wish to minimize the potential damage to Horn. So please, lend me a hand to accomplish this.
Of course.
We are prepared to support you in any way we must.
Thank you. Let us first perform a quick search of this village and see if anyone needs our aid. Then, we shall make haste to Horn Castle. I sense monsters approaching. Lured by the smell of blood, most likely. Let us meet them head on.
Aw, what's the matter? Tuckered out already?
What exactly are you up to here?
What are you talking about?
Don't play dumb with us. We can see through your lies. This road doesn't lead to the Denver Cathedral, does it?
What are you trying to lead us into?
Don't go getting the wrong idea. I may be a rotten scoundrel, but I'd never stoop as low as pulling an ambush on my newfound companions.
But playing dead is fine though, huh?
That was, just for laughs.
I've heard that one before. So, where exactly are you taking the two of us?
It better be somewhere worth our while, or we won't be forgiving.
Just follow me and see. Huh? Whoa! Well, if
if it ain't Zazan. And here we were thinking you might be lost travelers begging to be robbed blind.
Thanks for ruining our day, huh?
These two are with me. Victora and Luartha.
Yeah, we know him already.
These were the ones who tried to dupe Kuri into handing Wazette over to him. Huh?
Dupe is such an uncultured word. All we wanted to do was give an old king something sweet to dream of.
Exactly.
So, what do you want with us?
Do I have a tale for you?
You're gonna try and take the sanctum.
You lot have lost your minds, huh?
Maybe we have. What of it? What's wrong? Scared of the prospect already, are you?
You probably got no idea what's going on, so let me explain. That wretch Sadali can use the power of the crystals to turn his followers into puppets.
You don't stay.
And the people of this village here, where we now reside, are no exception.
That kid Nador the two of you fawn over lives in this village, don't he?
Nador is our greatest treasure! Don't you dare go near him, huh?
I'm guessing that kid is being used as a hostage to keep you two in line then.
That's why our hands are tied.
It's not just Nador either.
All the villagers here looked after Nador for so long.
We can knock him out if they're forced to attack us, but we just can't bring ourselves to kill him, huh?
So you two plan to go on living your whole life in the fear of what Sadali may or may not do to you?
Watch your mouth.
You could never understand what we're going through, huh?
Well, I'm never one to back down from a fight.
Perhaps we can beat some sense into you two.
Are we really doing this? All right, you've had your fun.
You two know what you're doing.
You're not the pickings we thought you'd be, huh?
And now we know why Zazan wants you to join our band of miscreants.
Yeah, that's for sure.
The Sanctum is wounded and weak. Some giant monster called the Realm Scourge has appeared, and most of their muscle is up and left. Storming the front door would just put us up against all those warrior monks. But that's where you gents come into things.
So before anyone gets wind of your plot to assassinate Sadali,
You want help gaining access into the cathedral without raising suspicion, huh?
That's about the sum of it.
No matter how strong Sadali may be, as long as we take out his divine guard.
He won't stand a chance against all of us at once.
So, what do you say?
as you say, we can't live under the Sanctum's boot forever. This might be a golden opportunity to find our way out.
Then come on. Join us.
All right, let's do it.
Count us in, huh?
What's the matter, Tai?
It was faint, but I sensed something. I just can't shake the feeling we are being followed.
You're just overthinking things.
But how can you be sure? What if we are being tracked by the Arms Dealers Guild?
Well, if that was the case, why don't they come out and attack us here and now? We're in the middle of nowhere. No one around to come to our aid. Isn't this the perfect spot for an ambush?
I guess you do have a point.
Hold on. Somebody is coming.
Tai?
Don't worry, Chell. I'm right here.
They appear to be warrior monks.
Monks?
Maybe they're on a pilgrimage?
You mean pilgrimage, right? That could be possible, I guess.
So what should we do?
My apologies for making a selfish request, but I would prefer to avoid any fighting, if at all possible. Agreed. I believe we can all agree on that. In which case, do we let the monks pass us, or continue traveling on ahead of them?
Maybe it'd be better to allow them to pass us. I don't think we'll be able to relax if we feel like we're being constantly tailed.
Titus, what about you?
I think we should keep on moving as we are.
The reason being?
No reason in particular. I just have this feeling that pushing on would be the better choice. Besides, Lycaros Castle is already in view. I'd prefer to take refuge inside the castle as fast as possible, and have a proper rest there. Everyone seems tired enough already.
The monks are gaining on us as we speak. We should be swift with our decision. I believe we are too late. Let us clear the road and let them go through.
They're here.
Huh? Nothing to see here. Keep moving on ahead.
May the light of the crystals guide us.
What?
Tai?
Get back, Chell! Venera!
We are here to take custody of Venera and the child Daria. If you are not prepared to hand them over peacefully, then you shall die.
Damn it! These cursed monks just keep coming and coming.
So you're the thieves who made off with Venera and Daria, then?
It's Garvel.
Tyrell, is he trouble?
Yeah, he's the source of all our problems.
So, all we need to do is defeat him and...
Ha! You young ones love to dream big, don't you? Backup will be arriving here shortly. Not that I expect you will survive that long.
Reinforcements will be problematic.
He could just be bluffing.
But what if he isn't?
Then that would be bad.
What's the matter? Discussing your getaway? Running won't help you, though. All right, men. Aim for that little girl there.
You wouldn't!
See what I mean? You turned pale as a corpse at the mere sound of those words. You'll have a lot to regret if you think I won't use that against you.
Let's go to the castle.
You mean Lycaros Castle?
Yep.
That may be our best option.
We'll keep them busy. Venera, Chell, as soon as you see a chance, make a break for the castle.
Okie dokie.
Thank you. But be careful.
The old make a break for the castle routine. I won't let you get away with that. You put up a better fight than I expected. But this is the end of the line for you.
I'm sorry I couldn't protect you two better.
I wouldn't say that.
You did well, Tyrell. Thank you. Your efforts allowed Venera and Chell to escape.
That's a relief.
What?
Chell? And Venera too?
Why? What did you come back here for?
We've got bad news!
The forces of Rundal are in Lycaros Castle.
Of all the places, why would Rundal be there?
Rundal, you say?
The Arms Dealers Guild does not deserve to exist, now that you have sold your souls to the Sanctum.
Who would have thought that Rundal would choose Lycaros Castle, of all places to hide, after what happened with Oberon? A golden opportunity. We'll put an end to you here and now.
You shall die, rueing that you ever made light of Calorum.
Brother?
A battle is being waged.
A report, my lord! A skirmish has broken out near the old Lycaros castle.
What? Is Lady Venera amongst them?
Lady Venera's party is being pincered between a group of Sanctum monks led by Garvel and a squad of Rundal's forces.
Soldiers, charge and hit them hard. We must save Lady Venera.
What happened to that previous vigor of yours?
Damn you!
It appears he is quite the escape artist. You witnessed what became of those monks, yet you still intend to put up a fight?
I shall fight to the very end. Don't think I won't go that far to protect Chell.
From which kingdoms do you hail?
Huh?
I am asking your allegiances.
I am from the remote borderlands, so I don't count any nation as my own.
Yet the same cannot be said of you, and the boy there behind you. Judging from your attire, I would assume you are from Fennis. Why are the remnants of Fennis in these parts?
We merely travel to escape the ravages of war. We harbor no ulterior motives.
Forces from Horn approach.
Horn?
I believe it may be Nitor.
Nitor, you say? This should be interesting. Formations, prepare to engage!
Yes, my lady.
That is Rundal's Calorum, I believe.
Calorum? Isn't that the division led by Lucia? I guess we won't be left wanting for a better opponent.
Hold troops! Move in! Annihilate Rundal's forces and safely secure Lady Venera.
You appear to have improved.
You noticed? That's the power of love, you know? Isn't that right, brother?
I strongly doubt it.
Aw, hey!
Lucia, I demand you withdraw.
Now why would I do that?
We have no reason to fight. You know this to be true.
I see now. Your objective here is that group with the baby in tow. Enlighten me. To what ends do you want them for? Calorum will not withdraw for no reason.
It concerns Lady Venera.
No, brother, you mustn't!
Lady Venera?
Ah, so that's what this is about. I have heard what I needed to hear. Horn's crown prince Dario took Moraga's daughter as his princess. But the woman he married was not of Moraga's bloodline at all. In fact, she was one of the people of Iza.
If you mean to insult Lady Venera...
What does Horn intend to do with her and her newborn child?
We have no obligation to answer that question.
If you do not answer, then we shall take custody of both of them.
You what?
Then answer us.
Why would the likes of Rundal champion Lady Venera in such a way?
Would telling you ensure the safety of the lady and her child?
I promise you that Horn has never once mistreated the people of Izog.
I trust we can take you for your word.
You are one of them, aren't you?
We shall place our faith in you. And in Horn.
You may put your worries at ease. The safeguarding of Lady Venera and her child is by direct order of Queen Macherie.
Then that is good enough for me. How are your injuries?
Nothing more than scratches.
I see. I ask that you trust me in this matter.
As you wish.
My apologies in any case.
It is fine.
It appears we owe you one. Let us return to the castle.
Got it. I can't believe I'm starting to see Rundal in a more positive light.
You are not the only one.
Here I was, hoping to have caught the showdown between Calorum and Nitor.
Yeah. But what about that ratbag Garvo? He really thought he could nab Venera's brat and use it to take control of Horn. So what do we do? Should we go after Nitor?
Nah, it's too early to make Horn our enemy.
Which means?
Our target is Rundal.
Ah, I see now.
After being brought to the brink of destruction by Heindler, I was wondering where their remaining number might be hiding.
And of all places to choose, they go with our motherland.
That castle belongs to us.
So, what say we take it back? Lord Comral?
Jaden wasn't on the field. Maybe his wounds killed him. Maybe he's still on death's doorstep. Either way, the fact they struggled to stand their ground against Nitor means Rundal is yet to regroup their forces properly. Now's the perfect time to get revenge for the humiliation we suffered. Gather the rest of our forces.
You got it, boss.
Thanks to Rundal's generosity, we were able to arrange a carriage. We shall now escort you to Horn Castle. Lady Venera?
I could not possibly ride in a carriage while the others walk.
But we only have one coach, my lady, and all of your companions cannot fit inside it. If I may, who exactly are they?
People who selflessly braved danger to ensure my safety.
Don't worry about us, Venera. We'll keep watch outside.
You do not trust us?
No, that is not what I meant. It was merely by chance that we came upon Venera and ended up lending her our aid. But we would like to see our duty through to the end. So if Venera is heading for Horn Castle, then we shall also go as far as there.
I see.
Apart from Venera and Daria, could we ask that Shell also rides within the coach? Please.
Yes, surely there would be room for her.
Very well.
Kilfei and I shall cover the rear and look out for any pursuers.
Are you all right with that?
It is fine by me. What is it?
It's been a long time. Since the war in Wizette, I believe. I never would have imagined you would end up protecting Lady Venera.
It was pure coincidence.
So, Lady Venera and the baby and that little girl Chell are going to ride in the coach?
While Titus travels as escort nearby.
Baby Daria is a legitimate heir to Horn's throne, right?
It appears she is.
So that actually makes her first in line for succession, doesn't it?
Indeed it does.
Then she's going to ascend the throne in place of Queen Macherie?
That I do not know. Queen Macherie and Lady Venera will have to decide that amongst themselves. The Arms Dealers Guild were likely trying to abduct Princess Daria in order to seize control of Horn.
Something tells me the Sanctum won't give up so easily, though.
Agreed. But once we make it to Horn Castle, there will be nothing they can do to her.
Do you think they'll make another attempt before we reach there?
I fear so. We must proceed with utmost caution.
It would have been better for that baby if she didn't inherit the blood of Prince Dario.
Halir, do not utter such thoughtless words.
But it's just... I feel sorry for her. Being treated like a tool for taking over a kingdom. If it hadn't been for that, she probably would have been able to live a peaceful, happy life.
It is by no means decided that she is destined to have an unhappy life.
I know, but still.
Being a royal is not always that comfortable a life. They are often burdened with very cruel fates. That is simply how it is.
Let us make haste for Horn Castle. But proceed with caution, always being vigilant of our surroundings.
So they intend to take Venera and Daria to Horn now, do they?
What should we do? Surely there is nothing we can do at this point.
No. The dice landed in our favor when those two didn't end up in the hands of Rundal.
Why do you say that?
There's a long ways to go from here to Horn Castle. Hurry back to the Sanctum and gather as many troops as you can.
So you intend on attacking them again before they reach Horn Castle?
That's right, so get moving. We haven't got time to waste.
But I can't gather more soldiers without the permission of His Holiness.
What?
We set out on this expedition because you coerced us to, Lord Garvel. Lord Sardelly will surely be most wrathful once he's made aware of how big a loss his forces have suffered.
This is our last chance to get our hands on the Kingdom of Horn. Do you not realize how big of a deal that is? Stop your prattling, borrow a chocobo from one of the faithful in the nearby villages, and make for the Sanctum like your life depends on it!
Yes, my lord.
You won't escape from me, Venera. You hold the key to creating a bright new future for the people of Izog!
What is the matter?
The moment we took you on as our guide, I made a decision to place my faith in you. Yet this entire time, you walk behind us.
Because you're heading the right way. That's why.
And is that why you also offer up no directions for us to follow?
That's right.
Wait a moment, Varouche. Do not tell me you doubt Velna.
I mean no offense, but this is merely my nature at work. Why, I hardly trust myself at the best of times.
So, you fear I'm leading you into some kind of trap?
I simply see that as one possibility. Not that I would even care if that were the case, mind you. For that itself would be another clue to consider.
We shall soon reach Harvest's dwelling.
Soon, you say?
How do you know where Harvest has hidden himself from the world?
Now you ask that? My brother is the headsman of the Arms Dealers Guild, so it is only natural that I, his sister, also manage the weaponsmiths.
But surely there are as many weaponsmiths as there are stars in the night sky.
Harvest was a swordsmith unlike any other. He stood out from the rest. The blades he forges.
I know.
Then you are an acquaintance of Harvest?
Something like that.
Wait a minute. You never told me that.
Mentioning it wouldn't have changed anything.
That may be true, but still.
Don't go getting the wrong idea. While I am acquainted with him, I was never privy to his whereabouts. That is the truth.
Why is it you wish to meet with Harvest anyway? Are you after that great katana he forged? The Demon Cleaver?
You're full of surprises, aren't you? I did not expect you to know of the Demon Cleaver, one of the 6 swords.
While my brother's methods are wrong, that does not necessarily mean that you two, who oppose him, are right.
Huh?
Let us keep moving.
There is no sign of life here.
Perhaps all the inhabitants moved on, leaving it a ghost town?
I didn't know about this. I am as shocked as you to see the village this way.
I see. If that is indeed the case. Let us have a little scrounge around.
What is it we are looking for exactly? Why must you always do only as you please? Is this a grave?
It appears so.
Does that mean Harvest is long dead?
Perhaps it is to make people think that.
So you suspect it is a decoy?
I am just stating one possibility.
No, if it was built to deceive, it would have been done so more prominently. Surely the Arms Dealers Guild must know whether Harvest had an apprentice or not.
He did. 2 of them, I believe. I remember now. Their names were Velric and Zakar.
Oh?
He also had a daughter by the name of Lemure.
Now that is useful information.
There is the possibility that his daughter kept the Demon Cleaver as a memento.
That is likely indeed.
And you would take that keepsake from her.
If the sword was merely a memento of a departed father, that would be all well and good. But the weapon may cause her life to be endangered. If she chooses to hang on to it, fully aware of what it could mean for her, then that's all there is to the matter. However, if she is unaware of what it may mean for her, then she will be in great danger. At the very least, we should bring her up to speed.
I have heard that one may obtain enormous power by gathering the 6 swords.
And that is true by all accounts.
What do you intend to do with such power, if you were to obtain it?
Who can say?
What is that supposed to mean?
Truth be told, I haven't thought that far ahead.
How can you be so irresponsible?
The 6 swords were entrusted to 6 masters from the East. I respect those 6 from the depths of my heart. However, there are those who seek to kill the masters in order to obtain their blades. Do you think I can abide such miscreants? Do you think I can allow the blades to end up in their hands?
I can guide you to a potential lead.
Damn it. I've gotta say, I wasn't expecting Vona to end up working with Baruch.
I guess that means they're serious about tracking down the swords.
Where do you think they're off to next?
From what I overheard, it seems like they're searching for Harvest's daughter.
His daughter? Makes sense. What do you think he's planning on doing once he finds the 6 swords? Is he just gonna sell them for a pretty gill?
Don't be a numbskull. I only just told you about them. How could you forget already?
I have a tendency to forget about anything that's not profitable.
The 6 great swords are the key to getting some kind of great power.
A great power, huh?
Yeah. With that power, you can make everything go your way.
Ah, I see. So that's why Soderly wants to get his greedy hands on him.
That's right. So if we can get a hold of him for ourselves...
we can restore the Arms Dealers Guild to the way we want it.
Why set your goals so low? I think we could make the whole of Ardra our own.
You think so? Us, the people of Izog?
You better believe it.
I'm starting to feel pretty pumped about all this.
But first, we gotta collect all 6 swords, or blades, or whatever. And we've gotta get to them before Varouche does.
Yeah, I know. We also gotta deal out some payback to the guy for our last run-in with him. The problem is, he's such a damn nightmare to go up against. How are we supposed to take him out?
I've been going over that question myself. Maybe if we win over Velna...
Why her?
Well, she's also one of the people of Izog, isn't she? I think we could persuade her. What do you think?
May as well try. So we get Felna on our side and do win Varouche. Sounds like a plan.
Yep. Let's get to it then.
Good gods! Must your shinobi always do that?
He has a shinobi?
That's right. But how a man like this can employ a shinobi makes close to little sense.
What's going on?
The truth is,
A gigantic monster called the Realm Scourge, you say? And even Oberon could do nothing against it. What a curious turn of events. It's as if these tumultuous times themselves wish for the Mournblade. Which means there is all the more reason to ensure Masachika's creation does not fall into the hands of wrongdoers. Is that everything you have to report?
Yes, my lord.
Very well. Thank you for your trouble.
What is this Realm Scourge?
That seems to be what it's called. They say it has been attacking village after village and feasting on the souls of those in its wake.
I cannot believe it.
Apparently, not even Oberon of Heindler could stand up to the thing.
So, you knew of the Mournblade?
As did you, I see.
Knowledge of the Mournblade forged by Masachika isn't widespread. Who are you, really?
I am nobody.
You lie! You skillfully evaded my questions in the past, but you shall explain yourself now.
I am not affiliated with any nation. That's all you need to know.
Can we believe you?
Believe what you wish. I've been informed that others are searching for the Mournblade as well.
Oh? Other than the Sanctum or the Arms Dealers Guild?
The old swordsman, Garosa.
Garosa? That is not a name I am familiar with.
We cannot allow him to lay his hands on the Mournblade.
What manner of man is he?
You'll find out sooner or later. But in any case, if you are to accompany me any further, you'd best be prepared for the worst. Any encounter with him shall be to the death.
Even with you and I together? Or is it because I am with you?
It's got nothing to do with whether you're with me or not. Garosa is the one opponent I'm not sure I can defeat.
You still intend to continue on? Even knowing what you may face?
I am prepared to die in the name of the East. That is my way of life.
It shall grow dark soon. Let us rest up at this village for the night.
You shall hear no objections from me.
And wait here but a moment. I'll make preparations for a room befitting a lady such as yourself. Why were Rundal's soldiers so relentless in their pursuit of this woman? This Moor? And why does she continue to travel with me despite showing not even the slightest interest in speaking her mind? What in heavens is she up to?
I still cannot hear the voice of the stars. Many a time I thought that it was mere coincidence. But it appears that I have in fact lost the power to read the stars, to hear their voices. If only I could still hear them, I would know what this Howlet is up to. Yet the stars do not wish it so. He knew that our village is referred to as a sacred place. But he is not from Rundal, which means there is only one other power he could be sided with. If I am correct, he can never be allowed to step foot in our sacred place. I must deal with him tonight, before this situation grows out of hand. But in my current state, I lack the power to do so. I have relied too much on the stars thus far. And presently being unable to hear them, I have not yet grown accustomed to fighting with my own senses alone. There must be some way, some trigger, to return me to my former self. Who's there? Sanctum monks.
At long last, we have you now. Surrender, unless you want this to be painful. Are you trembling in fear? Come on now, drop your weapon!
You need do no such thing!
What the?
Howlet!
My apologies for subjecting you to this.
I'm fine.
Hey, lover boy. If you keep posing like that, you'll soon find yourself in hell.
In hell? Well, I find that hard to believe. With more at my side, you see, I am already in heaven.
Enough of your tripe already!
Oh, you approach me, instead of fleeing despite whom you face. But striking a strapping fellow such as myself will only make you the enemy of every princess in the whole wide world. If you're prepared for that, then come try your luck.
Phew. That appears to be the lot of them.
I am sorry.
For what, pray tell?
I assumed you were in league with the Sanctum.
Ah, so you thought I was one of the miscreants seeking the Mournblade.
Who are you really?
I am who I am. A patron of beautiful women.
Enough of your morology.
I assure you, I am being most serious.
I suppose you are.
My father was a swordsmith of quite some repute. He conferred this katana upon a swordsman from the east, but that man died, and it went missing.
And you managed to find it?
Indeed, I did.
It must have meant a lot to you.
I heard that it was a key to finding another, more fearful blade that could shake the world. So I simply could not neglect it.
One of the keys for finding the Mournblade, I presume.
So you know that much.
If the Mournblade is such a dreadful thing, then why not destroy that katana of yours? That way, the Mournblade can never be awoken, if I am not wrong.
I imagine you are most certainly correct. However, truth be told, as a swordsman myself, I am rather interested in this Mournblade.
In what way?
A man of the sword takes it upon himself to seek out a one-of-a-kind blade. That is the perfect match for him.
And what if you and the Mournblade are not a fitting match for one another?
Then in all likelihood,
I shall have to destroy it.
Can I hold you to that?
If a beauty such as you believes in me, then who am I to betray that trust?
There is something I would like you to help me with.
Never fear, for I am not one to refuse a beautiful lady's request.
Why must you always be like that?
So, are you going to take me to the sacred place?
Yes, I shall guide you to it. That is, in fact, what I wish to ask of you. I would have you accompany me there. A clue lies there, you see? A clue to finding the Mournblade you seek.
What's the matter?
Hey! What's going on? Where are you off to?
I knew it was you, Mother.
You have grown so big and strong, I hardly recognized you.
I suppose you can thank Gilgamesh for that.
The Winged One?
I know of the cruel covenant he imposed upon Leonis. However, now is not the time to make him pay for that.
Indeed, I have heard about our more pressing threat. They say an enormous monster broke free from the crystal that rose up from beneath Leonis Castle.
The Realm Scourge. That is what Gilgamesh calls it.
You heard that from Gilgamesh himself? Then you managed to seek him out in the end?
I did. That is how I learned of the Covenant, and a great many other things.
Oh.
It seems that Gilgamesh has been battling this Realm Scourge for centuries. I myself had a run-in with the monstrosity not so long ago, but it was to no avail. We left barely a scratch on it.
Neither you nor Gilgamesh?
That is why we are now on a journey at his behest, to obtain the means to defeat the Realm Scourge. I do not believe I have been introduced to your two companions.
This is Eliza.
At your service.
And Rafal.
It is a pleasure.
Hey, Stern! Don't go running ahead. Who do I have the honor of?
This is my mother. Mother, this is Swordmaster Seymour. He is a friend of my master, Sir O.
Any friend of O's.
Stern and I are traveling together in search of the Six Swords.
You do not mean...
So you know of them, then?
To tell you the truth,
You entrusted O's katana to a traveler from the East? Who was it?
I did not learn his name. What I can tell you is that he did not appear to be of evil inclination. But who would have thought that O's old katana would be a key to the means of defeating the Realm Scourge?
The man who took O's blade promised that he would return it once everything is over.
I heard him say that too.
I see. Once everything is over, eh?
Do you have any leads other than O's katana?
It appears Sadali was also after the 6 swords.
Do not tell me you mean to go to the Sanctum.
That's suicide.
The two of you won't stand a chance.
Do you really believe you can win?
It is not as if we are going there to wage war.
That said, just because we're not looking for a fight, doesn't mean we won't find one.
If it comes to that, our blade shall lead us out of there. Mother, the Realm Scourge has entered a short period of dormancy. But we cannot be sure when it will resume its path of slaughter again. So please, stay safe.
Lord Stern and his friend have up and left us.
Oh.
As always, Lord Stern looked so handsome.
That sense of danger about him does make him appealing.
And that Seymour was also quite the man.
A master from the East. It does have a certain mystique about it.
Lady Helena!
Where are you going?
I wish to see this Realm Scourge creature for myself.
Isn't that a little too dangerous?
Are you sure it will be safe?
Even if it is only from afar, I believe one should always observe their opponent before they face it. Once we have seen it, let us then head for Horn.
King Oberon! Lady Elia, she...
What about Elia?
She has returned!
Can it be true?
Oh. Princess Elia has come back to us?
Elia, you say? Is that so? Things have become even more interesting, haven't they?